What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Siren, and today I'm giving you guys the Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom deck profile post set 10. We actually got some new support for the Aqua Force cards, and then we also have a collaboration card that will work. Now, this deck's been updated before, I think in set 7 or set 8. So it hasn't been that long since this deck has been updated. So now we're giving it another revamp, and I decided to go through cards that might be more effective in the game or in the deck more than the other cards might. But overall, let's see what just cooked today and see what we could do. So of course, let's not forget to start with the ride deck itself, starting with the energy counter, which I use tremendously on. You're allowed to use the energy generator mainly because for sanctioned games, you got to have that card to, access that. But this card acts more like a ride deck Crest / counter. It's just easier for me to keep track of what energy I have and what I've been using, all the good shindigs. So for the ride line itself, we are using Officer Cadet Erikk, or Officer Cadet Erikk. Sorry, I don't know why I'm getting a little tongue-tied. When this card wins second, when this card is wrote upon, if you win second, draw one card. And then for grade 1, we have Tier Knight Theo. When this unit is wrote upon by a unit that only has Aqua Force for its clan, search your deck for up to one Blue Storm Armada card, reveal it and put it into your hand, and shuffle the deck. During your turn, if you have a Vanguard Maelstrom in its card name, this unit gets 5,000 power. So you can actually play multiple copies if you want to, if you're on a budget, which is totally understandable because who's not on a budget these days? I know I am. Now for grade 2, we have Marine General of Restless Tides Algos. When this unit is brought upon by a unit with only Aqua Force for its clan, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose out the one unit card with only Aqua Force for its clan, or a Tier Dragon from among them, call the rear guard, and shuffle the deck. When this unit attacks, if it is the 4th battle of the turn or more, if you have a Vanguard with Maelstrom in its card name, and to the end of the battle, this unit gets 5,000 power and this skill. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, draw one card. And then for the main guy here, we have Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom. Activate one turn skill. Discard a card from hand. Choose a unit card with only Aqua Force for its clan or a Tier Dragon from your soul and call to rear guard and gets this skill. When this unit attacks, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, and if it is the first battle of the turn, Cab bless 1 and stand this unit. And to the end of turn, and at the end of that turn, put it into your soul. Okay. Vanguard skill number 2. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if it is the 4th battle of the turn or more, draw one card, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, and retire it. So, Maelstrom still has that maintain to retire units as long as the 4th battle of the turn, which, of course, Aqua Force has always been known for multiple attacks. So, piece of cake, right? Okay. So that is it for the ride line. And, of course, you can always play a full play set of Algos and Theo if you so choose to, which is not a big deal. Now, that's for the ride deck. Now on to the main deck. Now I try to keep it as Aqua Force friendly as possible, minus few cards. So for heals, I got 4 copies of Battle Siren Dorcea. For Eilikrinis, we got 4 copies of Tier Knight Costas. And 4 Aspiring Maiden Alana's. Mainly because when at the end of the battle, this unit boosted, put this unit into your soul, choose one of your units, and gets 2,000 power into the turn. So it just adds more soul to the deck, and this deck has a couple units that use Soul Blast, so it's better being safe than being sorry. Speaking of souls, I'm playing 3 fronts, which is Tier Knight Rothion. When this unit is retired from the Guardian Circle, put this card into your soul. So 3 copies of that. You can always play a full playset and cut 1 critical if you want. But this card might be a really good idea to have personally. And then we have the Overtrigger of Choice, which is Sacred Source Dragon Deity of Blessings Blessfavor. Additional skill is draw 1 card. Choose one of your units and it gets +1 critical until the end of turn. All your front row units gets 10,000 power. And if your damage zone has more cards than your opponent, choose a card from your damage zone and heal it. So that's obviously why this card is very broken in some Stoicheia decks. Still is. But you're always welcome to try the new Gray Elemental cards if you so choose to. Okay, that's the grade 0 lineup. Now on to grade 1s. We're not using that many grade 1s in this deck because this deck's all about grade 3s, 2 and 3s. But the main guy we have for the deck is 4 copies still of Wheel Assault. At the end of battle, this unit boosted. If you have a Vanguard with Maelstrom in its card name, Soul Blast 1, choose 2 of your rear guards, and swap their positions. So this is where you get the multi-attack purpose for the sole purpose of getting the 4th battle of the turn or more. And that's the only source support card we have for the deck here. Now for the Perfect Guards, I play 3 Custodial Dragons for our Perfect Guards and 1 Elementaria Sanctitude because we're still playing decks that have gained the ability to triple drive until the end of turn, and this card can be played for free as long as your opponent has that ability. The downside is it is removed from play until the end of the battle. At the end of the battle, so that's the downside right there, and it does act more like a perfect guard. So even if you don't have even if your opponent does not have triple drive, you still get to discard a card from hand. Now, on to grade 2, which, I'll be honest with you guys, we have 11 grade 2s in this deck. Excuse me, I have a little cold, so I'm sorry. So, of course, for grade 2, we're playing 4 copies of Tidal Assault. When this unit attacks, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your Vanguards with Maelstrom in its card name, and it gets 5k power until the turn. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. If it is the second battle of the turn, if you have a stand Vanguard with Maelstrom in its card name, Bless 1 and stand this unit. So you gotta make sure Maelstrom is sending while this card's active right now. Next, we have 3 copies of Tier Knight's Eilikrinis. If you have a Vanguard with only Aqua Force in its clan, this card is only from Aqua Force. Okay, made more sense. And when this unit is placed on rearguard, if you have Vanguard with only Aqua Force for its clan, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose either 1 card with Maelstrom in its card name, or up to 1 Blue Storm Armada card from among them. Reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle the deck. If you have revealed the card, choose a card from your hand and put it into Soul or discard it. At the end of battle, this unit attacked. If you have a grade 3 Vanguard with Maelstrom in its card name, Bless 1, choose one of your rear guards and swap that unit's position with this unit. So 3 copies of this card just in case, but you can always play 4 if you so choose to. Excuse me. Now the next card we have is a familiar one. This is Strait Scale Dragon. If you have a Vanguard with Aqua Siren in its card name, or only Aqua Force for its clan, it gets all the following effects. When this unit is placed on rearguard, Energy Blasts 3, and discard an order card from hand. Draw 2 cards, and if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets 5k power and in a turn. When this unit attacks or stand by a card effect, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets 5k power and to the end of the turn. So 4 copies of this. Obviously, it's a very good card to have. And it might provide more of the gang attack ability that we need from Maelstrom. So a nice little idea for it. So that's the grade 2 lineup. Now on to grade 3, which, of course, this is how it's going to go. So we're playing 3 more copies of Maelstrom for Persona writing, for obvious reasons. But then we also have its cross-write form, Blue Storm Supreme Dragon Glory Maelstrom. During your turn, if your rearguard or soul has a Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom in a soul, this unit gets all of their active abilities, and all of your front row units get plus 5,000 power for each Blue Storm Armada in your order zone. When your Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom attacks a Vanguard into the end of the turn, that unit gets 5,000 power. If it is the 4th battle of the turn, this turn or more, draw 1 card, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, and retire it. When your unit with Maelstrom is card name attacks, rest 2 Blue Storm Armadas in your order zone. And your opponent cannot call Sentinels from hand to the Guardian Circle until the end of that battle. So it's a nice little effect right there for Maelstrom. As long as you have Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom in his soul, which is why we have 3 of them, just in case. And then we also have 2 copies of Short Line Raised Dragon. When this unit attacks, if it's a 4th battle of the turn or more, if your order zone has a Blue Storm Armada, this unit gets plus 10,000 power until the end of the battle. And at the end of the battle, put this unit into your soul. So it does provide more soul charging. That's why we only play 2 of them. Next one we have is, excuse me. The last dragon we have here is Gatling Wave Dragon. When this unit attacks, if it is a 5th battle of the turn or more, and if you have Vanguard with Maelstrom in its card name, this unit gets 10,000 power into the turn, or to the end of that battle, sorry. At the end of that battle, retire this unit and draw 1 card. So it does gain another draw ability. And of course, we have 4 copies of Blue Judgment Maelstrom. This is the Blue Storm Armada that we're talking about. Play this if you have Vanguard with Maelstrom in its card name. When this card is put into your order zone, activate all the following effects. Choose up to 1 unit card with Aqua Force in its clan, or Tear Dragon from your drop and call it a rear guard. Choose one of your rear guards and it gets 5,000 power into the turn for each other Judgment Maelstrom in your order zone. So this card is very hefty for a reason, and it's very essential for Maelstrom players, personally. But that is it for the updated deck profile video of Blue Storm Dragon Maelstrom. I hope you guys enjoyed this video from much so. And if you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to comment down below. And if you guys like the content I do create on my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Comment down below. Say what you think, as long as it's appropriate. And as always, there'll be a full deck list in the box down below. So go ahead and check that out in the box. And I'm glad you guys able to watch this. It makes me happy to see this. And as always, I'll see you guys next video. I'm your host, Siren Frost, signing out.